So the first thing that you must realize before you listen to the story I have to tell is that every girl in her own right is a princess waiting to be saved, waiting for her knight in shining armor to break her bonds and to set her free from the keep in which she is kept. So the classic story goes like this. The princess, held in the highest keep, from the furthest reaches of the world and the wickedness which it contains, being held hostage, yet protected from the things which would taint her fair beauty, both her inner and her outer, separated by a moat, high walls of stone, only allowing in that which is pleasant and promoting the flower itself to grow, which is the princess herself, restrained and restricted by the dragon which guards her keep, which is not only her captor, but her protector as well. The knight comes along, searching and seeking for himself something greater, for he himself is also within a keep, and he is kept from that which he seeks. And together, it is only through this unification of the two in which they're able to break each other's bonds and set each other free from the dreary and drab world in which they are held captive in. So, to translate this story, this myth and legend and lore, into something which is much more pertinent to our daily lives today, we must look beyond the myth itself and find the metaphor and be able to symbolically ascribe its value to the ideals and the personifications which we notice in our day-to-day lives today. The castle and the walls are the girl's world. They not only protect her, but in the sense they shield her, but they also restrict her and refrain her from coming across things that would possibly harm not only her body but her mind. And in doing so, it allows her to retain her beauty, both the inner and the outer. The dragon is not only her captor, but her protector. And in a lot of ways, you could parabolically and symbolically see this to be ascribed to many a girl's protector, their provider, and the one who keeps them safe. But at also the same time is their captor, preventing them from experiencing the world beyond what the captor sees fit for them to experience. So the knight comes along and has to battle the dragon, crosses the moat, climbs the keep, but before he reaches the princess, he must confront the dragon himself. And the dragon guards the princess because the princess is the dragon's treasure. And it's a treasure that the dragon has been hoarding. And so the knight has to persuade the dragon, usually to combat to the death, in which the dragon will let loose the treasure which he holds so dear. And so the knight battles the dragon long into the night. And in his ascension to the keep, he notices that the dragon himself is metaphorically the protector and the provider and the caregiver of the princess. So the knight must appease to the dragon. And as soon as the dragon has slayed, and as soon as the knight is able to overcome by showing his worthiness to the dragon, that he is worthy of the prize, which is the princess herself, the dragon will fall and will be slain. And the knight can once again move forward onward his journey towards the princess. And what we see then is that the knight ascends to the princess and whisks her away off her feet, off into the sunset or the sunrise. This has been a long battle, so maybe it's the sunrise they're riding off into. I don't know. That's another metaphor in of itself. We won't get into that one quite yet. But anyways, whisks her off her feet, takes her off into the rising dawn from the battle which has been all night. And this is all metaphorical, where the princess is now entering into a new world. And she herself is both glad that she has been freed from her captors, but in a sense is now vulnerable. And so she needs somebody worthy that is able to protect her. And in a sense, he'll form his own keep and his castle, and in a way, the queen will then be confined. However, with new duty and new role at hand, she will then be able to one day either raise a knight or a princess herself. And the story goes on. And so there you have it. To gain access to the princess, you must first climb the castle, ascend to the keep, slay the dragon, prove your worthiness, and then continue to prove your worthiness in your attempt and through your creation of your own castle yourself. And this comes by proving yourself to her family, to her father, to her mother, fitting in with the world in which she sees and has been raised, which is her castle. The only way that you can ascend to the keep is by knowing the structure itself and being able to understand how it's built. And in doing so, you'll be able to climb the staircase. And as you do so, you must respect the structure. Otherwise, it will come crashing down and destroy that which you seek. And you won't be given access. So you must then face the dragon, and you must then appeal to her caretaker, her provider, but also her protector, not just a captor. For, in a sense, she is being held captive, but you must set her free in the sense that you're providing her with a new adventure and a new castle to call home, one in which she doesn't feel restricted or restrained, but feels as though along your side you're able to ride off into many sunsets. And that's how you rescue the princess. Later, y'all.